in some cases, state money has been used in some campaigns. We know that. We will not talk about it.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Chris Wyatt Africa. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. Breaking news out of South Africa, where the Independent Online has a story and an audio recording of President Cyril Ramaphosa in what appears to be a National Executive Committee meeting of the Angry Naughty Children, the African National Congress, in which he addresses questions about investigations into campaign finance fraud, specifically his CR-17 campaign to win presidency of the African National Congress, not even a government position, but a private political entity. In that case, he's been accused in the past of accepting invalid or corrupt donations, but this conversation appears to be focused on letting an investigation go on about his campaign because he feels it's above board and nothing untoward is going on. The economic freedom fighters have asked about it. There's court cases about it, so he's not worried about it. Apparently his is above board. But he makes comments to the effect that we all know as cadre that campaigns have used state funds and misused state funds. We don't want the public to know about that.
When those assessments, investigations will reveal that a lot of money, of public money, was used.
We want to keep the lid on that. So I'll fall on the sword. Now, those are my words, not his. I'll read you his actual words, and you can see this. This is the story reported in the Independent Online today. President Ramaphosa appears to say he's willing to fall on the sword rather than reveal names of those who abuse public funds. The Daily News is in possession of a recording of an ANC National Executive Committee meeting where Ramaphosa appeared to be replying to NEC member Tony Yengeni, the convicted criminal, and others in relation to allegations leveled against him about vote buying during the CR-17 campaign. And so he uses this instance to deflect and talk about things. He said, I even said to the officials that I think it's enough to focus on one only CR-17. And I even said, because I don't want the ANC to be dragged once again in the mud when those assessments, investigations will reveal that a lot of public money was used. And I said, in this case, I'm prepared to fall on the sword so that the CR-17 campaign, yes, should be the only one that is looked at and not the others, because the image of the ANC is what I'm most concerned about.
Because I don't want the ANC to be dragged once again in the mud.
Wow. So Ramaphosa doesn't care about the rule of law or justice. He only cares about the reputation of the ANC. Of course, this is not exactly a surprise, but here you have it in his own words, the recording that is in the possession of the Independent Online and the Daily News. Wow. Wow. Well, this is another quote from this. One official said, as these people from the state security testify, one of the officials said soon they'll be revealing about how much money was used in some campaigns. And I said I would rather they say you got money from this business for CR than for the public to finally hear that their public money was used to advance certain campaigns. Wow. And there it is. There it is. Folks, this is a corrupt racketeering RICO organization. It has been for a number of years. And for the people that have blinders on, that have just blindly loyal to the African National Congress, they are corrupt from the head down. There is so much corruption in this party. It's unbelievable. Now, it's interesting here because when it comes to CR campaign, his CR-17 campaign, he admits in this meeting that, well, I guess the problem was that the people that worked for the campaign were just too effective, too professional, too honest. They tracked every expense. I guess in the end, maybe what we did with the comrades who were running the campaign, where they made a mistake, was being too methodical and to be too professional. Even as they sent money out for services like hiring a venue, they recorded everything. I'll outline everything in a document so that what concerns Comrade Tony, and indeed maybe many others, can be put out there in the open. So you're upset that they did their job. They were professional and they kept count of money that was donated to political campaign. What's the problem with that, Cyril? Wow. Folks, breaking news out of South Africa, where the Independent Online has revealed an audio recording of the corrupt practices of the African National Congress and the willingness of sitting President Cyril Ramaphosa to cover up the misuse of state funds for political campaigns for ANC members. Wow, the ANC misappropriating public funds, and he's happy to cover it up. He's willing to fall on a sword just to protect the corrupt RICO operation known as the African National Congress.
And I said in this case, I am prepared to fall on the sword.
Only news source reporting it thus far is IOL. If there's more information on this, we'll let you know. Initially, I was reticent to report on this story because it's just a story, but then I saw they had audio recording. I listened to the recording. It's clearly Cyril Ramaphosa, and you can hear little clips of it. The link to the IOL story is below, and thank the IOL for the information and for the recording. Cheers.